Number one, I think we'll have to replace the entire police mechanism with you and people who have given this information, because before the police has done an investigation, you have come to conclusion that it has been done by BJP. So I have one thing to say, probably people who failed miserably in the school of morality now have become appointed themselves as vice chancellors of universities of morality. We'll have to go to the police. I don't know who does it. We all have to condemn this. Whoever has done this has to be condemned and should be booked, irrespective of the party he comes from, irrespective of this. And today's Supreme Court observation also is that victim is victim irrespective of his caste, religion or party or whatever faith he has. So we all should stand with the victim irrespective of whoever he is, and we should condemn it. Now, I don't know why do we have to jump saying that this has been done by X party. Let me take two examples. The nuns been raped in Kolkata, everybody jumped, it is done by BJP or the right wingers, and finally what came out of the investigation? They were Muslims from Bangladesh. Number two, Bhime Koregaon, everybody jumped, it's been done by X person, that person, and every channel bombarded. And who came in? The Naxalites or Runu Wilson. So my request to you will be, please do not jump to conclusion, let the police do an investigation. Now in this particular case, who owns this particular handle, who owns this particular website? A police complaint can be filed immediately, it can be investigated. Police
I think that point is entirely valid.
Yeah,
but
so
the
we are
point
jumping
is,
that
why doesn't,
now in the case of Nun rape or in the case of Bhima Koregaon also, none of the channels of
why isn't there much of why isn't there a stronger effort at completely condemning? A website like this,
I am condemning
a website like this, why not at the highest levels of the government where these people are going about saying all of this? Do we hear enough of that from the government is the point?
See,
do we see leaders from the BJP unfollow themselves from hate spewing people who are trolls?
Let me answer to you. One, the Prime Minister also quoted this when he was in Sabarmati Ashram, that violence cannot be tolerated in any section of the society and it is not acceptable. Honorable Amit Shah ji, when he addresses the party Karyakarta, he said, you should be aware of fake news, do not subscribe to it, do not forward that, and please make sure whatever you forward or you read should be correct. Everybody in the party is very much conscious. And I'll tell you with highest regard to everybody in this thing, my party does not believe in any kind of caste, creed or religious this thing. I don't know why people jump to conclusion. Simple. Let's see the case of Bhima Koregaon or the nuns been raped in Kolkata. Everybody said it has been done by right wingers. Finally, what happened? Somebody who is not connected. And Naxalites were doing that. So my request to you is that
don't jump the gun.
Don't jump. To you be a responsible channel, because you are a very respectful channel. So when you speak something, it becomes it. And third, in place of talking about this kind of things, we can talk about what are the solutions.
Let's move. Let's talk about solutions. Too late.
So I was proposing 4 steps which are my personal views and which I have.
Yes.
I will be writing to the government also probably. I think there are 4 things. Each WhatsApp comes through a mobile number. WhatsApp cannot be there without a mobile number, and we can force Aadhaar. This thing we should discuss, and that Aadhaar should be linked with mobile number, so that when a WhatsApp is used, we can actually identify who that person was when it is required. Number 2, there is a word called as data sovereignty, data localization, whereby we ask all the service providers to bring their servers in country so that it is within the President of India, and law enforcement agencies can have access to it whenever it is required.
But we had this problem when the BlackBerry issue happened.
I am coming. Number 3 is we will have to put in something like, Atomic Energy Commission or Election Commission, a commission for data commissions, which is nothing to do with the government of the day. So what happens is, data commission can be an independent body which can monitor the data which has been flowing. These are the 3 steps. Number 4, we will have to debate whether we have to make stringent laws. Now what happens is, there is a very thin line between privacy and trolling, because what happens is, when somebody tries to enforce some law, then there is a section of society which starts jumping, saying that you are trying to break our privacy and this thing. How do you read a message which is being sent from X person to Y? Right. Number 3, we will have to put some kind of control over these loose elements called as Pratik and their, because they do an investigation without the political or the police support, without the tools which they have.
But he uses common sense. The tools are online tools.
Okay, but the common sense.
How is he a loose element?
I'll tell you loose element.
He is a journalist. He is doing research on journalists.
He's motivated.
As a journalist, if I want to investigate something, do I go to the police?
He's motivated because
how is he motivated? But it's very convenient to call anybody motivated.
BJP has been responsible. See, he's motivated.
He is not. He said the opposite. He said he does not have proof to suggest that this, but he's spoken about other websites which are supported and endorsed.
I have personally feel it is so motivating. Why can't he investigate?
He is investigating. Has anything that he has said here wrong?
Ghulam Nabi Azad talked about
has anything that has anything he said over here?
What happened with Soch said?
All right, one second. Let him answer. Let him answer.
Pratik, investigate this kind of serious things.
You are not investigating. Pratik, go ahead and answer that. He says you're not. You're not.